Hey guys, What If here, and welcome to NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition Plus? I don't... Yeah, so we're doing this. I got a Switch, again, after I sold mine back in like 2019 or something, because I just didn't have a use for it, and now NASCAR Rivals is coming out, so I had to go buy another Switch. And that's my journey with that, to get prepared for it. And also, I figured I would get Ultimate Edition Plus because I wanted just to see what the game was like. And also, we'll talk about more in the race. But the point for this race today is Michael Mrucz, said that competition mode in this game is very hard. And he made it out to be such a grand problem. Like, he made it like he was sweating. There was breadcrumbs falling out of his hair because he was just so... It was so sweat mode-y. And I thought to myself, I can do that. I can whoop it. So, we're going to do it. So, we're going to go to Daytona. We're going to go with Martin Truex because that's who I dream of him making the playoffs, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I can dream it. So, we're going to go with him. And, alright. What's also really weird is I did a race in the 2021 stuff. I was trying to practice this off camera. And for whatever reason, race and competition mode was not available for 2021. But then I did a 2020 race. I went to that, raced at Daytona, finished it. And now it came back to this. And now it's here. I had a whole bit planned where I was going to freak out. My shirt was going to rip off. And now I got nothing. But why am I not wearing a hat? That's another thing too. Well, I gotta support Truex, so I'm here in full fanboy mode. We're gonna try our best to maybe get Truex that dub. So, yeah. So here's our race settings. It doesn't really matter too much, other than the fact that it's 25% race length, 4 times wear, strict yellow stage is on. When we go to competition mode, it's gonna override stuff, so we'll see where that I don't know what it's gonna put, but erasing that, do all that, and just start last. While we're on the loading screen, always a big shout to my two Patreon people as well as my YouTube members for supporting the channel. Again, always appreciate it. Always helps out a lot so I can keep doing what I do, and it always goes a long way. So just thank you a big old heaping amount of love. So, with this, we're just going to jump into it. Boy, they did not really take much time in the 2021 cars to get the driver models right or even get the proper fire suits because it's just blank. I don't understand it. The modding stuff in like Heat 5 they were able to do that, so I don't know why. God. But anyways, we're going to go with the basic settings and all that stuff, so we're going to skip. So we're going to be in last, or at least we're going to try our best to be in last and all that stuff. So we'll have Byron on pole because apparently Byron's just a restrictor play god in this game. Brendan Gaughan went to the back, Byron's on pole, and Beachy McLeod went to the back. Wasn't that just heartbreaking? Well, here we go. We're going to go to this camera angle so I can see stuff because there is no rear view mirror, and that is infuriating to say the least. So, yeah. I'm hoping Truex can pull off a miracle and win this in real life, or just be able to make it in on points, but I don't think that's going to happen based on just the track record. Ryan Blaney's so much better. Should have played some Truex. It's laughable. So unless Ryan Blaney completely chokes, I don't see Truex making it. But you know, like I said, I can have hopes and I can dream it, and no one can take that away from me except for maybe Reddit, because Reddit can take away a lot of dreams. But 15 lap stage, 11 laps in the race itself for this stage, so we're in fuel, so we do have to pit. So far, so good. It did take me a little bit to get used to the handling. I actually had to adjust the sensitivity because it was a bit too twitchy. So I kind of numbed it a tiny bit, just like a couple of clicks. And it seems to work, it seems to be a lot better now. Also, another thing that's wild with this game is it runs smoothly. Have you noticed that? No frame dippage. No other nonsense. So I'm actually able, for the first time in a Heat game since 2019, to play the game and have it be almost entirely smooth. That is a concept on console that I just haven't fathomed in such a long time, and it's so sad that I've had to deal with this. If you don't know what I'm dealing with, post that or what. If you're going to hate me, I'm going to use an old reference here, but put in the clip of me racing at Heat 5 at Martinsville. It was like, I think it was like part 47, or part 48 maybe, and just show that clip, because that's like the most pinnacle moments of that game's broken issues with the frame rate drops that I've ever encountered. So post that or what if you can show that right now. Wow. The fucking frames killed me again! Wasn't that hilarious? Good times. So it's nice to just play a game. Honestly, as silly as it sounds, even though it's not graphically as good and there's no mirrors, at least I'm able to play it, and it's not a nightmare. So this is already better than the Xbox One version for me. In a weird way. I don't understand it. But so far, we're going up through the field. We're in competition mode. I made sure to click that. But yes, I mean, so far it's not all too bad. I don't know. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. Do got a pit here eventually, so gotta wait on that. It is kind of hard to hold your lines, so that's another element to this too I gotta worry about. I'm sure it'll get a lot tougher once we get up in the top 10, but for now, it's just pretty straightforward. There's not really a whole lot to say. Nothing too much has occurred since the last time I talked. I'm hoping I can do like a little like speed edit where I add in like a goofy song, but I don't know the name of it. But all I know it starts off as like I don't know if that I don't know. I don't know what that sound effect is, or what that song even is. But yeah, that was really awkward. I'm sorry you had to listen to that. You can unsubscribe if you want, because that was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, that was pretty embarrassing. Though I've done many embarrassing things in my YouTube career, so I don't know why I would quantify that one as being just a pinnacle, but whatever. We're about halfway through our fuel run. We're up in the top 15. We might even get stage points here at this rate. I really wish 21 cars had more paint schemes. Maybe I'm asking for too much, but I'm just so used to the Heat 5 mod that has like 400 plus paint schemes across all 3 series, and there's I don't know how many is in the main series, but there's a shit ton. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird for me to drive with someone else, not like a fantasy driver. 'Cause I always do that in my streams. So that's kind of interesting to say the least. Kurt's up here, which is good. Poor Kurt having just a pretty terrible year, and not really an fault of his own. It's just really sad that I go through another driver that has concussion protocol symptoms, and went through that with Junior. Now we're doing it with Kurt, so it's just every driver I like just ends up getting a concussion. That's just I'm 2 for 2 on that. So that's just really depressing. Is Truex next? Like, is that where we're headed? It seems plausible, but I don't want it to happen. And that's a yellow, so no green flag pit stops. That's boring. We're just gonna go 4 tires and fuel, and then that's it. And we're gonna up the tire pressures. Also, I don't know why you have to use the second D-pad to use this stuff, not the regular circle-y thing. And that's kind of infuriating. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get all these tire pressures in before the end of the race because it goes so slowly. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So that's going to be a little bit of a disadvantage. Nah, screw it. We'll just leave it at default. I don't care. We'll do it. We'll do it plain Jane as possible so we can beat Mrucz on an equal level. That was a pretty decent start. Kurt's right behind me, so that's just very, very glorious. Why will he not draft with me? That's another problem. Do I not have draft partners enabled? Because if not, then we're going to have some problems. Please, Kurt, I need draft. What? Did that change? How did that change? No? Okay, thank you. Okay, that's really good. That's a great thumbnail opportunity at some point, so post editor would better remember that. Because me and then Kurt drafting together, that's the ultimate fan fiction in heaven. But, yeah, up to 12th. Again, car feels fine. it is taking us a lot longer to get up to the front. That's really the only problem I can kind of see with all this. But I don't think it's impossible. We only got a couple laps left to go until the end of the stage. I'm just hoping we can get to the inside line or just get lucky enough to do that. But we'll kind of have to see. Bo Walls is leading, so that's adorable. But to be fair, he probably does have a realistic shot of winning it in real life. So, you know, it is possible. Trying to side draft Chase, but it doesn't really work. He gives me the bottom lane, which does help me out. There we go, by Stenhouse, by Chase Elliott. Bubba's going to choke the lead away to someone up there. I'm not really sure who that is. But we're doing good. I think it's Harvick. It might be Harvick, but yeah. 2 to go in the stage. And we're right there. Took us the entirety of stage 1, but here we are. And we got a run. No one's really getting in our way. No one's really trying to side draft with me to like stall my momentum. So that's really good. And I don't really have any more to... my phone blooped because it just wants to be a character in this series apparently. But there we go. Get a good draft from Brad. It's pretty rad. I don't know why I'm rhyming lately, but it's just funny. But yeah, there we go. Up to 4th. Now we just got to get around Busher and then try to set up the pass road. I forgot this was the end of stage 1. Well, we're about to get 3rd. Byron's trying to pass Harvick, but doesn't. We got the draft. I mean, Brad's pushed me, which is very helpful, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But considering we literally started almost last, I think it was actually like 38th, to get even 3rd or even 2nd. That's pretty good. Actually, I would like to get 2nd because we get good launches on the start, so we can maybe cheese the lead that way. And to the line, we'll get 2nd. Notice when the position changes and there's no lag. I don't understand it. Why does this game perform at a smoother rate than an Xbox One? The mystery, no one can solve it. I don't understand it. When I made a video explaining it, nobody could understand it. So we're just in an anomaly of just this, and it just baffles me. Still starting 2nd, which is good. I think Kurt choked out of the top 10, which is a little infuriating. Not gonna lie. But here we go. We should get a nice start here. Then the next step we have to worry about is trying to hold on to the lead because, as you can tell, we don't have a mirror, so we're going to have to do a lot of looking back, and it's going to be quite infuriating. Also, I actually wasn't even able to clear Harvick there. Usually I'm able to do that, so yeah, competition mode with restrictor plates are certainly no joke. It is a little bit tougher. I don't know by how much, but it certainly is in some capacity. Now, if I just had some drafting help on the outside, like, there we go. Thank you, Byron. I kind of, like, baited him up there, but yeah, there we go. Look at that. We actually made the outside line work, even though it took 2 cars pushing each other to pass 1 car on the inside, but we got it to work, and now we just gotta play the blocking game and just see how long I can hang on to it. I can guarantee you there's no way I'm gonna hang on to this for this entire fuel run.
Car high, careful.
It was gonna happen at some point. Surprised it lasted as long as it did. I just kind of hit the apron. Also, they were just going 3 wide. It's really not a whole lot you can do when they get to that point. But yeah, quite proud of myself. We just have to kind of get back up there again. Just keep ourselves in position. Luckily, the AI can push you, so that helps us out a little bit too. We'll try to get around Bowman, or we could just try to do it around the outside, which I'm not gonna. No, game's gonna try to bait me into it. I'm not falling for it. Okay, nice run from Chastain, and also Bowman just made the pass on Harvick for the lead, which is good because now we can take over 2nd. Have Rothstein, Ross. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Ross push me. And we'll try to get by Bowman, though again, it is a little bit harder to get the lead. That much is certain. That's why it was really important for me to try to block as much as I can, just in case. Just, if I lost the lead. I think that's the longest I've been in the lead for a consecutive amount of time. Is about 5 laps, it looked like there, so that was rather interesting. Also, it's really sad that Chastain's pushed me and we still can't get by Bowman. And that's a yellow, so no more green flag pit stops. Why? I was able to do it in practice multiple times, so I don't know why it's not happening here. But we're going to pit, get our 4 tires and fuel, and go from there again. Starting 2nd again, nothing really changed too much in the top 10 except for just 1 position change. We'll see what we can do in the start. And it looks like we're about to be pretty even. And it's 3 to go in stage 2. I think everybody's going to stay off for this stage, like when it ends. So I guess the AI are doing smart things, I suppose. Go through the gears just nicely. I think we're clear. Yes, we are, barely. And we're just going to block Chastain, and we're just going to try our damnedest to hold on to this for the remainder of the stage.
Car on the outside now. Inside.
Oh. Oh my god, what a save by Harvick. That was insane. Yeah, both of the lanes got the run about the same time, so yeah, that block shouldn't have worked. That really should have resulted in Harvick wrecking, but I'll take it. I will say, though, it is miserable trying to block both lanes like this. I can't express how infuriating it is. That is really the only problem. I think I got through the field pretty good, but everything else it is a big old pain in the ass. And also, Christopher Bell just took the lead from us all there, so that was kind of nuts. Now we'll see if Chastain can push us by him, but it seemed like it took a couple laps to get that to work, and I just hit the apron. So there goes all our momentum. So, yeah, that will be it for stage 2. That was our chance to get the stage win, and we just threw it out the window. Called it. It's so hard to hold the steady line. I feel like I've gotten better with it, but it's still a little rough. But okay, everybody's still pitting, which is interesting. We'll do the same. I'm really worried they're just going to take rights, but I don't know. I know they do at the end of the race, but I don't know about at this point. No, okay. I was pleasantly surprised by that, so we'll have a pretty lengthy last stage, about 17 laps or 18, so it'll be a little bit longer. It's about 17, so a little bit longer than stage 1. I remember the days when the stages were a bit different, where this was, like, for example, this was like back in Heat 2. Also, I just hit Bell, so I think that just kind of stalled all my momentum. So there goes the chance of me cheesing the lead here on the outside. It's not really going to work. I mean, I can try to side draft him, kind of slow his momentum down, but it actually kind of worked. It's still working. Oh my god, that kind of worked. I don't understand how any of that made sense. I will take it though. I just didn't expect it.
All right, clear outside. Got a car high now. Car on the outside now. All clear. Car there on your
There's about 3 instances there where that should have been a wreck. I can't even stress how aggravating it is to not have a mirror. It's just so, like, when you do it so many times looking back, it disorients you. Like, I usually don't look back behind me that much, ever, but I have to. Even with this camera angle being a bit further away, it still doesn't help. I mean, it's better than the other one, but it really just messes you up constantly. I just downshifted. What the fuck am I doing? About a lap later, we regained our speed. Things are looking back to normal. I can't believe I downshifted. That didn't actually hurt me as bad as I was thinking it was going to, but I gave Bell and Harvick a good gap on us all, so I'm hoping whoever's behind me is going to push me. Because, yeah, at this moment, I don't know if I can actually run them down myself. If it goes green the whole way, then the race gets very interesting, because then I can take right side tires, get fuel, and I think we'll actually cycle out ahead of them, because our pit crew is faster than the AI a little bit, so I mean, if it goes green the whole way, which it probably won't, we'll be looking pretty good for a win, but, you know, that's if that actually happens, which probably won't. But we're slowly getting there, so progress is being made, but at a very incremental rate. That's a big word for me. Finally caught to Christopher Bell and Bowman. I really wish I could have hanged on to the lead a little bit better, but maybe it's some kind of blessing in disguise sort of situation. I don't know, but could be. It's going to be hard to try to find around Bell, especially if he's going to think I'm his drafting partner. He's going to inadvertently block, so that's kind of going to make things a little more complicated. Also, for whatever reason, Corey LaJoie just doesn't want to work with me, and I just hit the apron, so there goes all my momentum again. We'll try this again. Try to get... No, I kind of went to the inside, so... I don't know why I keep... I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just, you know, I'm not as experienced on the Switch as I am with like an Xbox controller or whatever, so I guess I'm just not used to it. So I'm making these, you know, amateur mistakes. But Bell's just really not giving up the bottom, which is making things a little bit complicated, but he's actually going to get by Bowen, so that's actually going to really help us out. So, thank you, Bell. You just drove right by him. I mean, I'll take it. That's another spot for us. And maybe that means Bowman can help push us by, or maybe LaJoy can finally, you know, get some horsepower and drive with me. As of right now, we're just kind of stuck. I kind of need that push from behind to really get there. Oh, see smoke. Oh, of course. Well, we're going to pit right side tires. I know they're going to do that, so that's why I'm doing that. I'm going to put in, well, actually 8 will be perfect, because then we'll, yeah, because they're, we'll get some laps cut out of the yellow, so that actually will be enough fuel, so we'll accept all that, and we should be first, maybe not, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, still second. Corey LaJoy leapfrogs into the lead. Interesting. I saw James Davison 10th, so that's kind of wild. Yeah, here we go. We're going to have 6 laps to go. We're going to be good on fuel. I was very fortunate enough to catch that yellow behind me, but yeah. Chris Buescher just getting boned. What else is new? And we're actually not going to get a good of a start as I... How was I able to do this before? With, was it Christopher Bell? But I can't do it with Corey LaJoy. I don't understand. But we actually got to the inside line right away. And I don't know if it's going to be enough to clear him. He might get help from behind. We're going to get the preferred lane on the inside, so this might be good. I would love to block, but I really don't want to give up the bottom unless, you know, we get off turn 4 and I can kind of cut up high. But okay, we're going to be... Well, for now, we're going to be good. Still got to go into ultimate sweat mode, though.
Car high, careful. Hold your line, got one outside. Stay in line. You're all clear on the bottom.
Again, I just didn't expect that run. Just wasn't aware of it.
Alright, you're clear.
How many times am I going to have to explain how awful not having a mirror is in a racing game where you are so dependent on a mirror at a track like this? But anyways, the good news is Bell's pushed me, so we should be able to get by him. He's actually just gift wrapping me the bottom lane, so it should be good. Nobody should wreck here anymore, so we should be able to just go to the end. Keyword should, but you never know. And also, it's my teammate, so hey, oh my god, Joe Gibbs, 1, 2, 3 behind. That's what a... Wow, there is some ultimate teamwork going on. That is adorable. Bell. I think Bush is gonna go fight for himself there, but thank you teammates. That was kind of beautiful looking there. They like all work together, and I almost wrecked myself blocking LaJoy, and that would not have been joyful. White flags out. We're gonna have to do some ultimate blocking here just to make sure we can get through this. Bell skinning around up the high side. They are getting runs at like the exact same time. That was almost bad in like 3 different ways. And I just hit the apron. That's going to hurt my momentum. It's hard to even look behind me when I'm in the middle of the corner because the banking's so steep. Ooh, block Kyle. High fridge. Okay. James Davison. Oh my god. Oh, I think Buescher. No, he's good. I'm sorry. I can't tell where people are. I just hit the fucking apron. I'm going to block again. Wow, we just... Oh my god, James Davison. Alright, block. Yes. 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 God. That did not need to be that big of a pain in the ass, but it was. But we got the dub. The game can suck it for that. My goodness. We basically cucked James Davison, but I didn't expect him to get a run. We need to look at the replay and see how he even did that, because it looked like... I don't know. It just looked like he got a run out of nowhere. I don't know if he was by himself. Did he get a push? I mean, I would imagine he got a push, but wasn't he like 10th on the last restart? So what a comeback for him. Well, we'll get Truex his magical restrictor plate win, which he has never done in the Cup Series except for a Busch Series one back in 2006. That was his last recent one in Talladega. So it's been a long time. We got Truex a dub, and I'm fine with that. We gotta look at the replay and see what the hell happened on that last lap. So here's the last lap. Hopefully the camera can, like, you know, work with me here. No, it just went from... Okay, I think this is going to be our best one. And again, our name's blocking. Can I get rid of that? Toggle overlays. Okay, that does help. Okay, so we need to go even further back. So right now we're just kind of I mean, again, I hit the apron there, so that kind of halted our momentum. But I was able to block Kyle there. I saw Bush or Bell getting run up high, so I blocked that. I know. Yeah, Davison was just right there. I don't know how he got such a run. That's actually kind of an inadvertently good angle, but I don't know how he did it. I think Kurt did it. I think Kurt, my boy Kurt, tried to make me not win it. I don't know if that's I don't know what that means. Kind of hurts me in the bro way, but I guess he just I don't know how he just got such a run. And once Kyle went in the middle, then just the 15 came out of nowhere, and I just made a late block here, and yeah, I'm shocked he didn't wreck. To be fair, he probably should have wrecked there. I mean, look at how sideways he is. But yeah, he somehow saved it. It was a late block on my part. I just did not expect it. Again, when they're we really shouldn't have won that. We should not have won that. Like they just the luck of the draw where they just were getting 3 wide at the end there. I can't block 3 lanes. But the fact that he saved it, kept going, and that really kind of messed up the rest of the field, it looked like. If I can look behind me again. Yeah, that really messed up the field, so kind of messed up Kurt a bit, but we were able to block it, and we prevented Rick Rare Racing from locking themselves into the playoffs. That would have been that would have been pretty funny. But yeah. Well, there's your last lap analyzation by me. Huh. Something I didn't even notice the Switch had is you can toggle the stuff off, but you still get the logo. And it's like, why? I don't need the logo there, but I don't know. It's just, like, if I want to get the logo for that, I would just find online I don't need it there, or just give me another option to toggle the logo off, or just toggle all of it off together, but yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just ranty today. But with that, we'll take a look at everything else. We get our victory lane celebration where there's people missing. They didn't even take the time to get rid of the flash bulbs from the. Oh my god! Why is this so rushed? Why? All this was here in the 2020 stuff. They just made it worse. I don't understand. This just. God damn. Well, we got the fastest lap with 44.3. We actually led the most with 12, so that kind of shows how many different leaders we had. And I don't really know. Oh, okay, on the move makes sense. Tough break was a Chris Buescher because I think he blew up. Oh, Dom Marola. Well, that's his thing. Well, Kurt gets a top 10. I'm fine with that. And that's the rest of our field order. Kind of disappointed the race was plagued with yellows, and I don't really know the reasons behind it. I like how the logo up there is smaller, but not in the replay. That's okay. Well, I guess that does it for me, so we'll just, I guess wrap up the episode. Big shout out to my Tier 3 Patreon supporters at Dan Reynolds, Kamikazegames, Dave Hearn, Champ 15, NASCAR, Billy Carey, Golf Go 100, EmilioBebzer, Mexico League 1986, Mark Harman, and Akbar Fan 5556 for the support. As always, I do really appreciate what you guys do and bring to the channel every month. It does mean a lot. Always goes a long way, so just thank you as always, and I really appreciate it, so just thank you. I'll see you all in, I guess, another video. If you want more of these, just, I guess, like the video, show that you want me to do more of this. Please, for God's sakes, I need to make my money back for buying the Switch and this game, so please, I hope you want more of this so I don't lose money. But either way, yeah, that does it. Maybe I'll do more. Maybe I'll do a playoff, like our 2022 playoff thing or something. I can't do like a full season because the new game's coming out like October, so I could do maybe something small like that. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. But either way, that'll do it for me. I'll see you on another video. See you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.